The founder series is me and hopefully other founders just sharing the answers to three questions. What was difficult? What was good? And what did we learn from the previous week? And hopefully this helps somebody else. Change management inside a business is very difficult. And culture plays a big part to that. So I work in one business where we're pretty simple. We use things that benefit us, and it all kind of works. And then I work in another business that is completely hillbilly all over the place chaos. And I find every time I try to bring some structure to that chaos, there's a huge amount of resistance. And it's interesting because the resistance is almost because of the change, not because of what you're actually doing. And it's funny because when I worked in big organizations and we've done it the same way, we've almost had no problem. But it's almost like the smaller the business, the more exacerbated it becomes. And I think it's because you're closer to everyone, you know everyone. So there's a little bit more informality. Whereas if in a big corporate and you make a change, it's done, it's communicated and done. There's not much, people just go with the flow. So I find that interesting and quite difficult too, because I feel like in a small business, it should be the other way around. You should be agile, you should be quick to move. And also there should be a level of trust. And there's a book I read ages ago, I can't remember what it's called, but it had this Greek concept of ecstasis. And it's something that the SEALs, Navy SEALs would do, and special forces generally, I would think, is that it doesn't matter who you are in the squad. If you say go left, the whole team goes left. And if you say and someone else says go right, the whole team goes right, because they trust intrinsically that the person has a good reason for suggesting it. And that comes through training and working together, etc. And so I would think in a small business, you would have more trust. But ironically, I find in a small business, maybe it's this one specifically, I find there's actually less trust. And that could be a cultural thing. I don't know. But I'm finding it quite difficult. Yeah, that's it. So I think good things is, we obviously are, the market has been very tough. There isn't a lot of work going out there. And I'm loving how with Valuu, we're adapting to that. And it's really given me a good feel for what's possible. And I'm just finding it very motivating at the moment. I've also changed my fitness routine. I'm doing a mental challenge at the moment, and I'm finding that's helping. So I find being having a personal challenge that's not work related is helpful. And then also I'm finding how we're adapting to our situation quite positive. Yeah. So the lesson is having that personal challenge. It could be anything you want. It doesn't have to always be fitness, because that's all I ever seem to talk about, diet and fitness. But having something that you can focus on, that when you are done with the day of work is your other focus. So you're not being caught up on the work stresses and that. You're literally like, I'm doing the 75 hard, and that's what I'm caring about to tick off every day. I'm not caring about, some trivial thing at work or some major thing at work, because it could be either one. I mean, yes, there'll be stuff that you have to process and deal with, but I'm finding that having the personal challenge and giving that the weight that it deserves, makes a big difference.